Alright, guys. Real talk. If your mornings aren't what they used to be, and I think we both know what I'm talking about, you're going to want to listen to this. You're already drinking coffee every morning, right? But what if I told you that with just a few small tweaks, that same cup could do a whole lot more than just wake you up? I'm talking about better blood flow, more steady energy, and yes, those morning situations that used to be more reliable. I'm Dr. Sophia Carter. I've spent over 10 years as a urologist, helping men deal with these exact issues. And let me tell you, sometimes the best answers aren't in the medicine cabinet. They're sitting right in your kitchen cabinet. So today, I'm going to walk you through a handful of simple, natural additions you can put in your coffee that turn it from just a wake-up drink into something that actually supports your performance, all day long. And don't worry, this isn't alternative medicine fluff. Everything I'm about to share is backed by research and real-world results from men I've worked with. Here's the problem with plain coffee. Sure, it gives you a jolt of energy, but it's just a spike and crash. Your heart races, you feel awake, but by 10 a.m. you're already reaching for cup number 2. Worse, that quick caffeine buzz does nothing for the bigger issues, like dropping testosterone or stiffening blood vessels, that start showing up after 50. In other words, it's like slapping a band-aid on a broken pipe. What we want is coffee that works with your body. Same morning routine, just smarter fuel. Think of it like this, you wouldn't put cheap gas in a Ferrari, right? Well, after 50, your body needs premium fuel, not just the basics. And the good news? That premium fuel is simple, affordable, and often sitting right in your pantry. Let's start with the first upgrade, cinnamon. Now, I'm not saying dump half the jar into your mug, just a quarter teaspoon does the trick. But here's a key detail, not all cinnamon is equal. If you can, go for Ceylon cinnamon, not the common cassia kind from the grocery store. Ceylon has far less coumarin, a compound that can stress your liver in high doses. So, why cinnamon? Because it's basically nature's blood sugar regulator. In fact, studies show it can reduce fasting blood sugar by up to 29%. And blood sugar control is huge for men's health, especially for performance. Think about it, those tiny blood vessels that supply blood to the penis? They're smaller than a human hair. They're the first to get damaged when blood sugar spikes and crashes. Cinnamon helps prevent that damage. But that's not all. Cinnamon also relaxes blood vessels through something called vasodilation, thanks to a compound called cinnamaldehyde. This helps your body produce more nitric oxide, the exact same molecule that Viagra works on. Guys who've tried this tell me they get steadier energy, less crash, and even notice differences in performance. Plus, it just makes your coffee taste amazing. Ever had Mexican coffee or Middle Eastern coffee? That cinnamon-coffee combo has been around for centuries, and now we know why. Next up, cocoa powder. Not hot chocolate mix, but the real unsweetened dark stuff. Just a teaspoon in your coffee, and you've got a natural powerhouse. Cocoa is loaded with flavonoids, compounds like epicatechin and catechin, that boost nitric oxide production. And as I said before, nitric oxide is the master switch for erections. When you're young, your body pumps it out plenty. But after 50, nitric oxide drops by about half. That's why cocoa matters. One study in the Journal of Hypertension showed men who had cocoa daily saw blood flow improvements comparable to medication, without the side effects. But it's not just about circulation. Cocoa also contains compounds like anandamides and phenylethylamine, the same feel-good chemicals your brain releases when you're in love. That means it doesn't just help the body, it helps your mood and confidence too. And let's be real, half of performance is mental. On top of that, cocoa is rich in magnesium, which supports testosterone and muscle function. Most men are deficient, and this is an easy fix. Taste-wise, it turns your coffee into a sugar-free mocha. If it feels too bitter, just add a touch of stevia or monk fruit, natural sweeteners that won't spike blood sugar. Now, let's move to maca powder. This one's been used in Peru for thousands of years. Locals even call it natural Viagra. But it doesn't work like Viagra. Instead of forcing short-term blood flow, maca helps your body naturally balance and boost its own hormones. Maca is loaded with amino acids, vitamins, minerals, and unique compounds called macamides. Studies show that men taking about a teaspoon daily for 12 weeks reported improvements in desire, performance, and even sperm quality. But here's the important part, it's an adaptogen. That means it helps your body adapt to stress and regulate itself. So the effects build gradually, but they're sustainable. Most men notice increased energy, clearer thinking, and yes, stronger desire after just a few weeks. One of my patients, a 54-year-old teacher, told me, it was like someone turned the lights back on upstairs. Flavor-wise, maca has a nutty, slightly butterscotch taste. Some love it, some need to adjust. Pro tip, start with yellow maca, it's the mildest. Red is best for prostate health, and black for stamina and energy. So, to recap, cinnamon stabilizes blood sugar and boosts nitric oxide. Cocoa opens arteries, boosts mood, and supports testosterone. Maca helps balance your hormones and slowly brings back that drive. 3 easy additions that can take your coffee from basic to powerful. And we're just getting started. Now, let's finish strong with 2 more powerful additions, coconut oil and ginger. Plus, I'll show you exactly how to put it all together into a routine that's simple, realistic, and sustainable. First up, coconut oil. I know. Putting oil in your coffee sounds odd. But hear me out. When you blend a teaspoon of coconut oil into your hot coffee, it turns into this creamy, latte-like drink. Rich and satisfying, and it keeps you energized for hours. No mid-morning crash. No donut cravings at 10 a.m. Here's the science, testosterone, the hormone every man over 50 needs to protect, is made from fats and cholesterol. Good fats, not the processed junk. If you've been on a low-fat diet for years, you might have been starving your body of the raw materials it needs to make hormones. Coconut oil changes that. Why? Because it's rich in medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs for short. Unlike other fats, MCTs go straight to your liver, where they're converted into quick, clean energy. It's like pouring premium fuel into your tank. But there's more. Studies show that MCTs can increase testosterone by up to 20% compared to other fats. They also improve thyroid function, which is key for metabolism and steady energy. Another hidden benefit? When you combine caffeine with fat, your body absorbs it more slowly. That means no harsh spike and crash. Instead, you get hours of smooth, steady focus. Guys who do this, sometimes called bulletproof coffee, often report sharper mental clarity, better workouts, and just overall stronger mornings. Now, here's a quick tip, don't just stir the oil in. If you do, you'll get an unappetizing oil slick floating on top. Blend it. Use a milk frother, blender, or even shake it up in a jar. That's what gives it that creamy cafe texture. And yes, start slow. Half a teaspoon at first, then build up. Some men need time to adjust to digesting more fat in the morning. If coconut oil feels heavy, you can swap it with pure MCT oil. It's easier to digest but gives the same benefits. Alright, now let's talk about the last ingredient, ginger. This one's like rocket fuel for circulation. A 1/4 teaspoon of ginger powder, or a thin slice of fresh ginger, adds a warm, spicy kick to your coffee. But beyond the taste, the science is incredible. Ginger contains compounds like gingerols and shogales that are powerful anti-inflammatories. They relax blood vessels, reduce stress on your arteries, and, here's the kicker, studies show ginger can actually increase testosterone levels. One study from 2012 showed men taking daily ginger had a 17.7% boost in testosterone after just 3 months. Another study showed improved sperm count and motility. Researchers believe ginger works by protecting your testicles from oxidative stress and increasing luteinizing hormone, the signal that tells your body to make more testosterone. Think about it, your testicles are constantly under attack, heat from sitting, tight clothes, toxins, and stress. Ginger acts like a shield, helping them keep doing their job. And in your coffee? It's a natural wake-up. Like the difference between a polite alarm clock and one that actually gets you moving. If you're sensitive, start small. Ginger is strong. And if you're on blood thinners, check with your doctor first. But for most men, it's safe, cheap, and incredibly effective. Now, I know what you're thinking. Am I supposed to turn my kitchen into a chemistry lab every morning? Not at all. The trick is to start simple. Here's how to ease in. Week 1, add cinnamon, just a quarter teaspoon each morning. Week 2, keep the cinnamon, and add a teaspoon of cocoa. Week 3, try maca a few times a week, say Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Week 4, experiment with coconut oil or ginger, whichever appeals to you. That's it. One step at a time. If you want the lazy man's version, mix cocoa and cinnamon in a jar. Keep it next to your coffee maker. 1 spoonful, done in 5 seconds. If you want to go all in, try my weekend power coffee. Brew your regular coffee. Blend it with 1 teaspoon of coconut oil, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of cocoa, and a thin slice of fresh ginger. 30 seconds in the blender, and you've got a cafe-quality drink that actually supports your body. The key is consistency, not overload. Don't throw all 5 ingredients in at once on day 1, you'll overwhelm your stomach and probably quit. Pick one, build slowly, and give your body time. Remember, this isn't a magic pill. It's about steady, natural improvements. So here's your challenge, for the next 30 days, start with cinnamon. Track how you feel. Energy, mood, workouts, mornings. Write it down. After a month, I think you'll notice enough changes to want to keep going. Gentlemen, decline is not inevitable. You don't have to settle. With just a few simple upgrades, your morning coffee can fuel not just your day but also your performance, your health, and your confidence. So tomorrow morning, when you reach for that cup, remember, you've got the power to make it work for you. This is Dr. Emily Lausener, reminding you, small changes lead to big results. Stay strong, gentlemen.